Dan Walls here again, getting back onto the Crocodile, doing my maybe third live stream now. I'm just learning how to do this. I'm trying to figure things out. I'm not really sure how I'd share this with people on Facebook and Instagram. I'm just kind of working out the kinks whilst I work on this big job for Sunderland Hospital. What I am essentially doing here is showing people how to do different bits and bobs and also learning as I go. I am going to put this on Facebook now. So hopefully it'll start to work. Here we go. I'll be 1 second, guys. There we go. I've set this away. So I'm going to set the camera up again. You will have to forgive me. I am using a mobile phone for this, but it's better than nothing. I'm going to be finishing off this Crocodile now. I've started spraying him with all sorts of different colours. I've been using Loop, Pro and tools from Italy, using green Soleros, transparents, and luminous colours. What I'm going to do now is go back over the lines and put them back in to make them nice and crisp and solid. The good thing about this is the lines that I've gone over, I can happily hit again and make sure they go in really nicely. Let's get rid of this mask because I'm not spraying at the moment. And I'm just going to be going around with the marker just to make it pop. These are just regular Wilkinson's permanent markers. The great thing about this is because I put over layers of spray paint, when I go over with the marker, it's got a really nice smooth surface to work over. And just go over all the bits from before. Make it go in nice and solid. Lovely stuff. So I'm just tracing the lines again where I can still see. Popping them in there. Going all the way along, taking my time and just making these lines nice and smooth. The great thing about this is if you want to make them thicker as well, you can always hit them again. When they've been a cartoon character, you can always make them pop and make them really jump. Depending on how far away the subject is. You can use thickness of line to create depth as well, which is great. Anything in the foreground, you can thick line. Mid-ground, make it a little bit thinner, and then background, just go completely thin. Even use a pencil. Just at the beginning stages, it makes things look really in perspective as you go and really to scale. Let's pop these lines in under the eyes. And I can even fill these in as well, these long, sharp, kind of reptilian looking eyes. I'll leave a gap as well to hit them again in white, so you get that effect of like the eyes being really shiny. Yeah, he's looking really nice. I'm quite impressed with them at the moment. We're getting there. I'm just switching these up. These markers aren't the best. They do run out quickly, but the thing is they're dead cheap. And if you get them clogged up with spray paint and gloss, you can always throw them out without breaking the bank too much. Pop these knobbly old eyebrows in here. Look at that, brilliant stuff. Put them right down there. It's looking really smart. If anyone's just tuning in, my name's Dan Walls. I run Illumination Wall Art. It's a graffiti mural spray painting business where I do kids' bedrooms, I do restaurants, pubs, loads of commercial buildings and everything in between really. I spray paint cars, I spray paint t-shirts and trainers, guitars, generally whatever people want, and I'm always willing to try something new and have a laugh to make me skills as good as possible. Never really say no to anything. Down here like that. Yeah, if anyone's got any questions, then by all means leave them in the comments below. I'm just putting this out there just to try and grow my audience a little bit and just to see if anyone is watching and wants to watch and wants to ask any questions. But I'm happy to to go over what I do and teach people and to learn. Well, I want to learn myself. There's all sorts of stuff I want to learn, and I want to engage with other people, with graffiti writers, with illustrators, comic book guys, sculptors, any art lecturers, art tutors out there that think this is a good format and would like to get involved and teach the kids something. That's looking nice. Pop this all the way around here as well and down. Top end of there. I think what I might do is, with regard to live streams and attaching them to Facebook, this is key moments for everyone being at work, so it's not the best time to be streaming, I will admit, but like I said, it's a learning progress. I will figure out how to do this myself and then get on at the best times to help people out. There we go, pop that in there, all the way across. I'll just dash a couple of long fingers in here for this crocodile. That works for him when his claws are going in behind. Yeah. I'll blacken that in a minute with some acrylics, and I'll just pop all of this along here like that. I am still currently waiting for a spray paint delivery as well, which will have some of the lighter tones in with what I want for this, but when that lands, I'll put the white in the teeth again and do what I can do with him. All the way along the bottom of here, like that. And we'll just block these bits of the mouth in here where his teeth have overlapped a bit too much. Giving him a bit of a funky reptilian overbite. Look at that, brilliant. I'm also going to add some spots later on and stuff with like other tones of greens, just so he's got that kind of weird, kind of swampy look to him. We can put some gloss on his back as well, so he's all shiny like he's just come out of the water. Just thick line this as well. I'm going to put a big thick line around here to make his head look massive. There we go, proper in the foreground, proper thick him out like that. Lovely stuff. Go all the way around the back of here as well. Pop that line back in. Then put his spikes in all the way along his back. Pop that arm in here as well. Black that in. There we go. He's really starting to come together now. There's a dodgy bit of the finger that I'm going to spray out later with a darker tone, but that's easy done. Best thing to remember here as well is not to look to be perfect. You will make mistakes, but it's all part of the fun. It's making mistakes and learning from them. And not to be too upset when you do make a mistake, because it's easy fixed. Like Bob Ross says, it's all happy accidents. It's all stuff that's fixable. And we'll just pop this toe back in here like that. Pop these claws in as well later on. Because they do have big sharp claws, the crocodiles. Yeah, I'll pop them in now while we're here. I'll put them in like a creamy brown sort of colour. I don't want to make it too clean and pristine white because he's a monkey crocodile. Yeah. Definitely getting there. Hi guys, if you want to leave a comment, ask me some questions, feel free to pop it in there. Thank you for watching. I know there's not many people on this stream yet, but you know, hopefully we'll grow over time and we'll get a decent audience made up. Add some fat rolls to him as well, because he's a big chunky guy. Yeah, brilliant. That would fall in there, and then we'll bring his big beefy leg up there and put a fold in it too. Yeah, where it would attach to his body. That's where we want the lines to be put in. There we go, brilliant. We'll plug all that in because it's right dark in there. Fold of his legs touch. And I'll brown that bit in a minute so it's hidden off. And we're just going around here looking up the old lines in it. And we can keep the ones that we want and we can get rid of the ones that we don't like. It's very easy done. So he's really starting to come together now. I'm going to put maybe a line in here where his belly would be overlapping. Yeah, I'll spray that back in a minute. That's looking really nice. top end of the scale would come in here and go down, and here again, put all the slates all the way along his back. Yeah, very good. Anyone's got any questions as well, guys? Feel free to put them in the bottom. If you want any suggestions for what I can paint in the future, once I finish this project, by all means, bash it in there, and I'll see what I can come up with. Let's see what else. Yeah, we're going to be putting a few more slates in here all the way along the tail. I'll be painting them in dark green as well to distinguish them from the rest of his body, where I've lightened it up a bit. There's another one in there. Spike that one off because it's a bit round, and then that can go into there. So these big ones here are coming all the way along the back, and the little ones are folding in with the tail. And that runs all the way along here like that, and down. Brilliant stuff. Run that all the way along. There it is, all the way along. Excellent. So it's really starting to come together now, as you can see. I'll grab the camera and I'll bring it a bit closer for you. Whee. So there you see where we've been bashing all the lines back in him, making him look a bit cheeky. It needs some white in it now, I think. It needs some white gloss in him just to make him look a bit shiny, and then some lighter tones. Maybe do a bit more in the eyes. But we're not too far off, really. I might move this camera a little bit closer so you can see the details as I paint. I might sit up on the ladder. I'll be 1 second, guys. You have to excuse me. I'm not massively professional because I've never really live streamed before. This is like my first go. But I thought it would be good fun just to give it a go and show people what I've been doing and what I am going to be doing for the next couple of months. Yeah, the shine isn't brilliant coming from the... Happy little clouds. Hey Ryan, how you doing, man? I do have a Facebook page. If you look up Dan Walls, there should be a profile picture of a big blue Buddha, and also look up Illumination Wall Art. That's the like page. Well, there's 2 like pages, but you'll find it. You'll find my logo that you saw in the car yesterday at Andy's gaff. What are you thinking of the stream, man? Is it looking alright? Enjoying it? Really good. Good quality. Thanks, man. How long have you been tuned in for? This is a project that I'm working on. Thanks, man. This is a project I'm working on for Sunderland Hospital. I'm doing 17 rooms, and this is the first one. It's all zoo themed, so zoo animals. I'll just angle this back a little. There we go. So we can get this in. Brilliant stuff. I'll crack open the gloss then, guys, and I'll get painting with this. This is just regular Johnson's black, well, Johnson's brilliant white gloss. I'm going to be doing this just for some of the highlights and some of the wet parts on the alligator itself. If I can find a brush, that'll be brilliant. And the thing to open it with. Thing is with me, I've got that much stuff laid around, I keep forgetting where everything is. Where's it at? There it is, it was in my pocket all along, like a div. So I'll pop this open, and what I'll do is I'll start adding some bits to him, where the light would hit him and where he's wet as well, because I'm going to try and give him a wet look, like he's just come out of the swamp, and he's all slimy. So, just like Andy at Dramatic Aquatic, I'm going to be using safety first, and opening this pot of paint with a pair of keys, because paying for stuff is silly. Rightio. So, just taking a good dollop of this white gloss on the end of a little brush. We're just going to be popping it in where the light would hit it and where you want it to be brighter than bright. So I'm going to start at the top because the light will be coming in from the top as the light source, and I'm going to be putting it just in the very top of his eyebrows here. Just being very, very gentle with it and taking my time to get a nice straight line in it, like this. And obviously, the more you put in, the more authentic this alligator will look, the wetter he'll look. See? Like that. And also in his eyes as well. I'm going to do this in a line here. Little triangle in between. Put that in white as well. Just to give him a little bit more definition and a little bit more detail in the face. Because obviously this is a cartoon, but you do want to add a bit of realism to it, make it look a bit more realistic as you go. What are you up to now, Ryan? Are you working, mate? Are you at college or at school? I never got any idea how old you were or what you did like yesterday because it was so mental. College assignments. What do you study at college, dude? Networking systems support. Sweet. If you want to share this with people, mate, feel free. If you know anyone who else would watch this, then by all means put it on some social media for us. That would be great. So I'm just buzzing these teeth in here again. Just going over some of the bits where it's oversprayed and where I want to kind of add a little bit of brightness to it. Not too much light because this croc does want to look a bit gross in places and not too clean. Don't strike me as the cleanest animals around, like. Also, in the snout as well, I want to be putting these bumps in where the light would hit him. And then down here as well, pop that in as we go. Lovely stuff. Get rid of that green overspray as well. I've sprayed a bit too much dark green in this tooth and it's bothering me. Yeah, get rid of all that. I can always respray over the top of this gloss once it's dried with more transparent black. You've got to be careful as well though, you've got to make sure this is perfectly dry before you spray it again because sometimes gloss can react to spray paint and it cracks and it looks absolutely terrible, so you've got to be dead careful with it. But it's really starting to get somewhere now and I'm quite happy with it. Brilliant stuff. Now, I was talking about here about using the shadow coming down from the top lip onto the teeth, so I do want to use that, but I also want to add some white so we're not having the teeth completely blacked out. Just so he's still got that little bit of white in the teeth. Hey, look at that, man. Lovely stuff. Those teeth there are a bit too far back, these two. I'll leave them in there, but this one's just going to have that there. So he's got some shine in his teeth now. And he's starting to come together. Maybe do a little dot in the back of his head here. Like that there. A little line here. A couple of dots and dashes just to make him look a bit minging. I might even put a little bird on his head. You know how they normally have them in the mouths, picking the teeth? I might put a little bird right on the top of his head later on, I think. I'll pop one of them in, just to keep it fun, you know. I am going to be cutting around him as well, like, so it's just going to be an installation piece that goes in on the floor. Hey, 4 people, thanks very much for this, guys. How's it going? I'm Dan from Illumination Wall Art. I'm a mural graffiti artist, and I run a business called Illumination. And I'm working on loads of like plastic cutouts for 17 rooms of Sunderland Hospital for their paediatrics ward. So I decided to start a live stream just to see if I can get more people involved with the channel, more people subscribed, and get some questions on the go. If anyone wants to ask me anything, then by all means just put them in the comments and I'll do what I can while I'm working. Cheers. I'll put a bit in this cheek. Yeah, that's really good. I'm going to move this across. And then I'm going to pop it a little bit on the snout of this crocodile here. There we go. What do you guys think so far? Have you got any questions, any comments? By all means, just bash them in and we'll see what we can do about answering them. If that's because of you, Ryan, thanks very much, mate. Much appreciate you getting involved with the stream and helping me out. So I'm just using, for people who've just tuned in, I'm just using Johnson's White Gloss just to add a little bit of shine to the alligator, just to make him a little bit shinier. To make him look like he's come out of a swamp. And what I did before is I put dark acrylic in all over him, dark green acrylic, and then I spray painted over just to give him that little bit of tone in his scales. Pop that all in white in there as well, that tooth jutting out. There we go. I think he's looking really nice. I'm sorry if there's a bit too much light coming in. I'm going to try and move this around so it's not as... so the light's not messing with you too badly. Let's pop this over here. Whoa! Hello. Steady on. Yeah, I think that's looking better from there. Yeah, the main light source is coming from this window behind me, guys, so sorry if it's like shiny, a bit too shiny. But you'll see pictures at the end anyway when it's completely finished off and sorted. I'm just going to put a little bit along the top of this nostril here, because he's a bit gross. And all the way along here like that. There we go. Sound. Bit of water on his jaws as well, dripping off his chin. Hey, this is looking great. Might as well with this green. I was going to put some snots in the baboon's nose as well. I've done a baboon in this room as well, a big cartoon baboon. Cartoon baboon. Cartoon baboon. I've done one of them, and I've also got a tortoise and a rockhopper penguin and a sloth and a tiger and all sorts of stuff to do. But I'll probably save them for later videos because I'm really enjoying working on this croc for now. I think he's proper getting somewhere. But I'm going to also put these claws in as well. I'm going to move the camera actually just so you can see, because the gleam coming off the window, can it be too pleasant to look at? Like, hang on 2 seconds, guys. Let's put these over here. There we go. So we're getting more of an idea of the size of it. That's better. Get more of an idea of the size of him there. If I can find that brush again, which is, you know, I'm gonna pop his claws in now in a white, and then we'll go from there. So get all this put in here like that. I'm just flinging this in for now. It's not going to be perfect, pristine white. But for now it will be. I'm just putting it in with gloss, and later on I'll maybe make it more kind of cream and brown sort of colours. Just to make it a bit gross. There we go. Spot on. Yeah, if anyone would like to ask any questions, feel free, guys, leave them in the comments. If you like what you see, stick a like on this video. And if you want to get regularly updated, give us some subscribers. That'll be fantastic. I'm also on Instagram and I'm on Twitter and Facebook. Just look for Illumination wall art. I'm just going to fling this in white for now, just so I know where all this is for later on, and to remind me on that when this dries it needs a couple of coats. Oh no, here we go. See there, I've dripped it all over the place, a big long line. Yeah, a bit of a disaster, but it doesn't matter because it's easily fixed. I'll just wipe it off and I'll spray over it again so it's not a problem. There we go. So one thing you cannot do in this game when you're painting people's houses, kids' rooms, people's businesses, cars, don't panic. You panic, it just makes it worse. So what we're going to be doing is just having happy accidents, just like Bob Ross. Just give it a wipe. There we go, see, crisis averted, no problem. Anyone on this stream here, did anyone see Dramatic Aquatic yesterday other than Ryan? Him doing his aquarium car. He's converted a Nissan Micra into the world's first aquarium, which is absolutely hilarious. World's first car aquarium. We had a right laugh because it's not working and it's leaking, and that's genius. If you're into fish keeping or into building tanks or anything like that, then jump on and see Dramatic Aquatics. Like, their channel's absolutely hilarious. I've worked with Andy for ages on loads of different projects, and it's really really quite inspiring to watch if you're into that kind of thing. There we go, guys. Looking pretty good. We're getting there. Just going to pop these little bits in these claws here. Spot on. Right, guys, it's coming up 25 minutes. I am going to leave it here for now, but thank you very much for tuning in and keeping up to date with this crocodile and me project. Anyone, like I say, if you want to get joined in, guys, feel free to like, comment and subscribe, and I'll be doing another live stream at some point very soon, maybe today, maybe tomorrow or during the week, but you'll see it regardless. It's Dan Walls from Illumination Wall Art, and I'll see you soon. Good night.